around, I'll be 6 in the morning. Good blocks on the layup, baby, I'm just trying to go sit in the fortress. Going against my angel, you're in young, and you niggas should forfeit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fuck with me, get sit in the orbit. Ain't missing nothing out there in the streets, all of my bitches is gorgeous. Fighting battles on the body of water, so that's why you trip when you worship. You are just a whore, Babylon, baby, when we took trips on the horses. My spirit showing is carrying so much weight that I gotta go get me a forklift. Yeah, good in the word on the stone. Look, I know you're not my colleague, you wanna see if your girl is at home. I am the one looking pearly and gold. Break it down to every centimeter. You looking like a snake that's walking on his belly, don't make me have to sing the picture. Yeah, acting like you've been a diva, but I got the cake in the mix. But every time I'm fucking with you, you make me feel like I be taking a risk. DoelowDaPilotman taking a trip, going way, way a better land. About to take you to a place where your little brain may not quite understand where I'm going. That's why I'm taking on a 5-point B, and we try B, we try B. You can be all you can be. Going to the stars and the starships, stick to Mars with the marches. Leading God or a goddess, think you can farm in a garden, yeah. Taking on a 5-point B, and we try B, we try B. You can be all you can be. I hope you heed is the voice of the gods. I like the noise of the frogs, tell the voice to be gone. Don't give a fuck about your technology or told you beyond. Evaporate, everybody then turn a voice to a song. Play the organ, then create the organ. Play the piano, create the spine. Anything, just evaporate it. Hope you carve it out so you can make it fine. Hope you find a way that you can make the time. First you was not that you know. Now you're not a singer or you're not a rapper, so you shouldn't get out the motown. It's not a movie that you about to see, but you are about to witness a show. Down, taking it back to the western days, get hit with an arrow and bow. Now get me a bag on the coach, child. Believe I be God shit. Like bosses up, I thought I'm walking on water like I was coming on that parachute, but I'm only native to America. No, I ain't traveling nowhere. Disappear right up in the atmosphere. I'm about to battle the air before the buildings, the cattle was here. Had a lot of shit to farm with. Great lakes to the great place, baby. You are living in the star shit. Come and leave when I hold them checking on that 5-point B, and we try B, we try B. You can be all you can be. Going to the stars and the starships, straight to Mars with the Martians. Needing God or a goddess, think you can farm in a garden, yeah. Checking on that 5-point B, and we try B, we try B. You can be all you can be.
Flunked out bots going crazy already. Bot/humans. But other than that, yay, check this out. This is all you could be a bot. Stay there. Now look, check this out. We'll get into some energies, medicine man qualities, something you ain't gonna never be able to read and listen about in a book or nothing like that, unless you're actually talking to a medicine man or native. That's it. No, I'm saying that's it. So look, when stuff like that happens, a lot of hate come behind it. There's gonna be a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? But get on somebody else's channel, you ain't gonna see that much hate. You know what I said? They compare contrast on mine. I know what's up. You know what I'm saying? But then shout out to everybody in the Esoteric Hotel. I was like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of members there, a lot of celebrities there. There's a lot of people there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of powerful people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Got the common sense. Good common sense. You know what I'm saying? Being able to formulate their mind, being able to see through the rain, and being able to conduct themselves and be quiet. You know what I'm saying? No, just hold it down. Everybody just hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. I love everybody. Everybody's peaceful. Us, everybody in peace and stuff like that. We get it in. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, yeah, we're getting into the world circumstances. Like I said, we got the full moon and being goddamn little Selman man. You know, Selman man face and Selman woman face and stuff like that to let y'all know don't get too lit or lost or exalted into y'all attention-seeking energies, because y'all know how y'all get. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be all like, me. You'll find yourself trolling on somebody's channel. You know what I'm saying? Then for the most part, also this is getting into learning how to spirit trap. Any spirit emanating energies, you could trap that energy and automatically go right where that spirit at and stuff. It's beyond this. That's personal training. I'm just gonna break down what I'm doing and stuff like that. I might give you some examples, but this is for personal training. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, not no necessarily goddamn more line giving all this game. You know what I'm saying? This for some goddamn hating ass motherfuckers take my shit and then try to replace me online. I replace everybody else. They jump in everybody's community and try to replace them. You know what I'm saying? Replace them with a whole bunch of people nobody give a fuck about. I'm saying a whole bunch of weird shit nobody give a fuck about. Don't get jealous. Just get creative. That's it. Everybody can get creative. Everybody can create a lane, create a circumstance. You ain't got to jump in lanes. You ain't got to jump in circumstances, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Let the natives do what they do. You know, a little further than that. Everybody else can do what they do. Nobody jumping nobody's toes, jumping nobody's way. I don't want to see what I'm talking about online from 100 other people. You know what I'm saying? Unless they dealing with me. If they ain't dealing with me, it ain't got no business being online. Why is it online? How'd I get online? It had to come from me. They ain't about to shout me out or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I'm saying things is done the correct way in the hood, in the real suburb areas, not no just weirdo la la la, and then try to make it seem like everybody else in la la land. No, you don't even want people be talking to themselves. No, I'm saying it's like in my chat. Whoever trying to disrespect me in my chat, you talking to yourself. You ain't talking to people who actually fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? You damn sure ain't talking to people who don't leave comments. That's real people. You bet you really talking to yourself. And then doing it on my channel, you just go in extreme and expose yourself, and then you got to get into energies like, well, I'm exposed. Let me do this. Well, maybe that's not a good idea. Well, maybe I should do that. Just get weird. It's mind your business type shit. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, we got the moon. Got the moon and the salmon man. So that before we even get 12 minutes, I want to break down what it actually means to become medicine man, medicine woman, and stuff like that. You got to actually know how to do it though. You just can't be like, because everybody trying to turn online synthetic. So there's about to be some whole bunch of like 1,000 live streams about, oh, this is what medicine men used to do. You ain't the medicine man. You's a bot, or you someone online watching. You don't get to get up and talk about it and stuff like that and try to make this some new type of, y'all said some new type of thing. I'm saying it got to be done in your backyard. That's it. You got to thank God people like me online and stuff like that to get the actual more paragraphs in your books or something like that. Yeah, other than that, that's as far as it goes. You ain't about to think about it. You ain't about to do it. You know what I'm saying? So we all know what's real, what's not. You know what I'm saying? What's a real player, what's not? I'm a real player. Real player style. You know what I'm saying? Real elegant player style. That's how you do it, real player. You know what I'm saying? You don't get funk and frustration out, then I get wet cotton ball knuckle caps and I want to control. You know what I'm saying? That ain't player like. That's just me cosplaying. I don't like cosplaying and shit like that. That's why I don't play video games no more. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I don't even know the last NBA somebody could create a character on. I don't even know that one. You know what I'm saying? Just the real deal. So other than that, game, we gotta start talking about some energies when we start talking about trapping spirits and stuff like that and getting a number. Oh shit, what made me flip this? What made me flip that? Queen already, Queen of Spades. Somebody emotions cut. Who emotions cut? Somebody emotions cut? Oh shit, somebody emotions cut. You know what I'm saying? That's already what that means. That's how you trap anybody who come in your life, or anytime you see somebody who emotions cut, you know what actions those lead to. Trolling somebody's page. You know what I'm saying? Don't got their own life, no responsibility. So it became their responsibility. So think about when you got a responsibility in your life. Shit, it's only ones you care about if you're gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? So boom, that's it. You already now you know how to compare and control. You see how quick that was with that. You see, now y'all know my content creators out there. Now y'all see how cold. Hey, that's cold. That should be cold. It's real quick. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody rock you to sleep about nothing and stuff like that. You'll be able to compare and contrast if that's somebody in your real life hating or that's just somebody online doing a psyop on you. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to do it real quick. Oh, what's this? Another car put out. Oh, look. They just say the goddamn clubs. You know what I'm saying? Somebody try to get fixated on some emotion and try to get money. Remember last time I had my video, had a commercial at the beginning of it. Look, already, I'll let you know, look, string them lines of events coming together. Somebody cut emotionally so they feel like everybody got to pay. That's why we see TP Diddy going what they going through it. So I'm saying, you see how easy that was? Real easy. I'm training all my females out there. I'll say all my females. I don't want no men online talking like that. Also, I need y'all men in red pill stuff to continue to be like, oh, that's stupid. That ain't this, that ain't that. Yeah, cool. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your wife and your girls and everything like that come over here and join the tribe. You know what I'm saying? We're getting some real spiritual energy. We know how to see things from a mile away. And goddamn make some business. And that's it. That's get some business, run some global, because goddamn it, we the resource. Period. We the goddamn resource. So if y'all know we the goddamn resource, that's why you mentally ill. That's why you somewhere crying. That's why you feed me. And all that get jiggy with this shit. Nigeria and all this goddamn shit. You me. I'm saying because y'all in that respiration shit. You know what I'm saying? We can liberate our goddamn self. I'm saying a whole bunch of concession stand tables and stuff like that. That's what they made them for. So that's what they made them for, a whole bunch of concession stand tables, tags, and stuff like that. China ain't got never be on the barcode again. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You see this hat right here? China ain't on this barcode. You know what I'm saying? China ain't on this barcode. So y'all gotta understand what's actually going on in this motherfucking shit. You just gotta build an inanimate object energy. You know what I'm saying? Where you put energy in inanimate objects and then that become the value. You make anything a value. Hey, this could turn into money. This could be $100 right now. I'm saying right now, little homeboy, little homeboy, your glasses on. This guy, goddamn, ain't shit. Farming man, old McDonald. You know what I'm saying? Had that farm. I said with Ray Bans on. I was saying, scripture reading face. But yeah, y'all gotta understand what's going on. Like things is like real deep, and when it comes to you almost 20 minutes in. Getting into the world and the holy holies, this help you understand the sentiment of things, how to build esoteric currency. So once you build esoteric currency, it's duplicating into all the whatever currency on earth. A lot of times, attention is the first thing y'all be wanting and stuff like that. That'll be there. You know what I'm saying? First, you got to put yourself in that replicable position. You know what I'm saying? If that's a word. Replicable. You know what I'm saying? That's Spangler, man. You know what I'm saying? That just, something that makes sense, common sense ideas in your mind. Simple as that. See, you want to make something simple and deep. You don't want to dive deep and try to make something simple and then goddamn it, you in one of the toy boxes in the basement. How I always like to make those allegories. You know what I'm saying? You be in one box, you think Darkseid is the goddamn DC comic god. You go in another box, you think Thanos is the Marvel comic god. You know what I'm saying? You go in the Barbie Ken doll box, you know what I'm saying? The Barbie feminist god, and there shit, no one else god, not even other toys. So you got to be careful of those areas too. So a lot of those templates is running off online right now. Ask somebody about their god. I bet they describe a superhero. Ask a feminist right now about her god. I bet she say that God is a woman. I bet you right now God is a woman. And so I got that shit. You ain't telling me I'm saying anything different. You ain't telling me I'm saying anything different. It's mental illnesses. Good old mental illnesses, classic old Wild Wild West mental illnesses and stuff like that. I said the Wild Wild West, eugenics. I said Wild Wild West, hormonal imbalance. Wild Wild West, diabetes. Wild Wild West, grease bucket chin. That. Goddamn, Wild Wild West got to be known for something else than goddamn hot dog dick meat, and goddamn hamburger sauce. Y'all got to be known for something else. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Because y'all got to listen to a medicine man. A medicine man let you know a mile away. Shit, I might not even be goddamn meat. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to dog dick meat. You know what I'm saying? And process wrapped in goddamn some secret plastic wrap. Goddamn it, that even create goddamn illnesses inside of you and shit. Because what's making it stick together and shit? Why is this some plastic, some melted plastic, a visible plastic over it? So y'all eating all kind of melted plastics and shit. I'm saying that big softball boxes and shit like that. Dog dick meat. That's it. Y'all ain't got shit. Y'all ain't about shit. Said goddamn 4th of July, about 200 goddamn capacity to the population downsize. Every 4th of July, never fail. Then it speed up around goddamn Super Bowl and shit like that. Goddamn, y'all think y'all eating chicken and shit. Y'all eating some made, processed, goddamn new form of cotton in the trees and shit like that. I don't know what y'all eat. They made it taste like it's Quaker makes. So y'all think it's some cornmeal or some shit. That shit, I don't know what that shit is, but you can order it on Amazon right now. So y'all gotta be careful and shit. But yeah, that's what it means to be a medicine man. Medicine man can see things from a mile away. So, understand the characteristics that been down before it even being a holy, aka before a physical representation. So you'll be able to see the motherly qualities before you see it through a mother. You'll be able to see the fatherly qualities before you see it through a father. You'll be able to see the son, the daughter, the nieces, the nephews, the goddamn aunties, the great aunties, and the whole grandparents, and the whole kind of circumstances, even beyond that. You're able to see the qualities through the nature. Once you're understanding the philosophy, it breaks down into a psychology where you're seeing the actual nature, the philosophy, through the nature psychology of a person, place, an animal, a bug, a goddamn plant, and things of that nature. To the point that based on the as above, so below, as within, so without correspondence, you should be able to make sense out of things. And for the most part, I like to even make simple allegories for y'all to know that it makes sense. Something simple, like, you know, when you like, you know, eating something too spicy and things of that nature, you know, you might need something sweet. When something might be too hot, you need something mellow. So for the most part, one cancel each other out. So that's letting you know on an extreme, but on a polarized energy, how that kind of compare and contrast. And then when you could kind of look at the essence of something, right? This is how you could kind of show someone before they step in a dog shit or something like that, and be like, look, you get ready. You might tell them a whole story about something else that ain't got nothing to do with the dog shit, but it will prevent them from stepping on the dog shit. And then when they ask you, what did you do or what did you see to prevent me from stepping on the dog shit? You know what I'm saying? They still might not believe you, yet you kept the bottom of their shoe clean. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that really mattered, or things of that nature. Welcome to becoming a medicine man or medicine woman. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it means back in the ancient times, before pre-existing, prehistoric times, as they say on Ghostbusters. You know what I'm saying? Really talking about my time. You know what I'm saying? The way I think. The way I think is the way it's always supposed to be on this land and stuff like that, and help everybody understand, no matter what culture, spiritual system, ethnicity, this is the natural template. So you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, this does make sense. I do feel more comfortable, even if it all falls down. I know I can pick myself back up again and things of that nature. So, you know, those qualities is needed as a spiritual shelter, even when you don't have no physical shelter and stuff like that. So those are qualities or energies that people would pick up from a medicine man. You see what I'm saying? To put it in its natural state, you know, all jokes aside type shit. To get your peace pipe, get your tea-steam games together. And then this is cold, but it ain't hot. We'll do it cold because I don't feel like, goddamn it, going through BTD once it warmed, cool down a little bit and shit like that. Do y'all know how y'all got a bunch of judgmental ass people online? So you start blowing your nose or doing a sniffle. Oh, he on crack or some stupid ass shit. I said on retards. People who just online too much, not a real life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When you got a real, not to say I will, but when you in real life, you could wear a dress and dare somebody to say something. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. So that let you know you ain't really doing nothing. You could be playing on people's mind or whatever the case may be. You know how to drop your dick. Other than that, goddamn it, that's how y'all see your thug and shit. Goddamn, people just get online, they ain't got a life for themselves, so they get into like stereotyping and stuff like that and try to pick anything to cover up whatever that they lack, that they supposed to spark their own juice about. You know what I'm saying? So those are qualities also the medicine man is able to see. People who are damaged, and everything is a form of self-reflecting. People get good at self-reflecting, right? So they make something seem like it's not something that they're in, but yet if you're in a position of casting a stone and not building your own spark, what else got your spirit in that position? You know what I'm saying? You're either the one casting a stone or the one getting hit or thrown one at. There is no in between. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to cope and make it up or things of that nature. Obviously, who don't got the time to do that, got time that they doing in their real life to not have to do that. Obviously, who got time to do that ain't got something going on in their real life, or whatever they got going on is petty and shit that goes to hell. You know what I'm saying? But other than that help y'all understand what's going on, so you could peep game. So you could peep game on how to compare and contrast from what you might be seeing in the physical, the holy, and how to see it in the holy, and in the physical, you know, the metaphysical. And therefore, you being a spirit, you're able to be in a position where you don't get hit with the gaffle. You know what I'm saying? You don't be in no get forgot type energy. And you getting rocked to sleep based upon, you know what I'm saying, you not knowing how to see certain things. So all of this come with being, now there's actual natural practices that you will already be in if you was part of a tribe or a kinship and things of that nature, or band. And there's things that you already have to do just to participate that lead to us being able to compare and contrast if you're the medicine man or medicine woman or not, because it has a dual, double spirit nature to it, double sword nature to it, where there's something that you have to naturally have, and then there's something that you're utilizing it through, like your body or your actions, to make it a synchronized thing, as above, so below, as within, so without. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, you could just be the war chief or in some way, shape, or form. But for the most part, it's a dual nature when it comes to a person having enough time to be distracted with the right things in nature. And this could go for any ethnicity or things of that nature, but you know, this is where the natural qualities come from. So it's just putting y'all on a good starting point. But at the same time, understanding how to look, I know this might sound weird, but understanding how the wind blow, understanding how the leaves go, understanding how the blades of grass is moving, understanding how the sand particles is accumulating. So you see what I'm saying? So we make the ground up, but we come from the top down because it's all as within, so without, expansion and contraction. So you get lost into thinking that you coming from an underground, being lost into your mind, thinking things from the top down, where you're making things in between because you may be lost, not understanding there's a cycle system. So when you understand it's a cycle system, things has its own cycle. And when you jump on one of these cycles, these is the things that you may not be able to see that you are in. And this don't have anything to do with the synthetic world. So I'm saying, what would be a synthetic world version of a cycle? A calendar, a date, a time, a person, when a person may have was born, when they may have died, right? Now, these are physical cycles that it becomes synthetic if you uphold it. You see what I'm saying? Now, what do I mean by that? I'm not talking about your birthday. That everybody gonna come to that conclusion, no matter the geographical location. Everybody gonna come to a form of time and realize you was born a different time than someone else during that year. What we're talking about is this: acting it out. So when you act out a time that has gone, you're misaligned with a cycle. So you're not in accumulation. You're either in separation or organ implosion and things of that nature. So a spirit is always here to do something new. A spirit ain't here to do something the same. So when you already is comprehended up, right, this allows you to be aware with your literary history to know what you have done to know to do better. So you got better angles. So your spirit is in expansion mode. So you're able to say, I'm back. When you're in situations saying I'm that, you're not necessarily what you're in search for, but you're in a circumstance where this is something you want to be, because maybe this is a part of the energy that you have formulated as an awareness to be born with other spirits that's doing the same thing for you to even have parents and to be in this cycle system, right? So for the most part, what we do is how we do it. But these is the main two templates that each equalized equilibrium spirit has the choice to do, you know? So for the most part, you already know you're going to be on organ expansion based upon your level of comprehension, your emotional intelligence, to the ability to know how you're coming across. So you know how to modify it, adjust it, and you don't need like help and things of that nature to be able to do that. You could probably put yourself in a million people's shoes. You could probably do that, and if you lack comprehension, you'll be wrong. You'll be putting yourself in a million people's shoes, and you'll have a million wrong ideas, because there'll all be a million of your own idea about what you think other people think, and you came up with something in your own mind about putting yourself in other people's shoes, but you ain't have the right equilibrium and had the right spiritual experience to be able to compare and contrast what may be an idea that you invested in because of subjectivity first, and what you may be throwing on to others based upon having subjective natures that may be in agreement because you have a similar mind and similar organ, but things that may be different based upon a person's way of going about it. And therefore, when you're not able to separate that and get out of your own equilibrium, still be it in a bias in some way, shape, or form, being in your own equilibrium, still understanding you're in a bias by default, then for the most part, this will allow you to not know what you're actually going on, not being able to take the beauty path, do something real ugly, and then you think you're ugly, no matter if you're in a beautiful body or not. You're going to be doing things ugly to yourself and other individuals to prove a false point. So you have to keep that in mind also when it comes to seeing these things and these characters that you could be in from a mile away, and knowing that you might be the toxic individual, it might be a narc, not a medicine man. You know what I'm saying? Not a medicine woman. You know what I'm saying? You like somewhere trying to tell somebody this the time in the day to hit the lottery, and not the time in the day to sit the fuck down and don't do anything, and trying to go scratch off a lottery ticket might be just one of the things that they was doing, and the things you getting ready to tell them don't do none of them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a whole template that a person might be in. That just a whole thing. It don't matter what they do, is going to get the same results. Whether it's lottery, whether it's this, whether it's that, they just a flunked out gambler. You stop them from being a gambler. You get what I'm saying? Like shit like that and things of that nature. This allows you to be in the holy and being able to see the characters. So when other individuals may not understand where they about to be getting ready to step in some dog shit, you can let them know that they full of shit and they bullshit and they get ready to step in some dog shit, and you can stop them from doing it so they can become a better person, even if you just have to lead by an example. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you have to look at it like that, and y'all don't be putting enough trust in yourselves, thinking that you have to read in a book, because y'all don't necessarily go outside and understand nature for yourself, which is the true philosophy. And then that's when you break it down, that psychology. You don't got to understand a person to understand the natures where a person come from, to sit down and break down a person based upon whatever characteristics you get ready to observe. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind off the bat. You know what I'm saying? You can sit there and see how a branch on a tree is stale and steady, but it can branch out and things, but it don't move too much, to know when a person is probably stuck in something and they're not moving enough, even if they're moving around a lot in their body, but they're moving around a lot in their body in one mind state, doing the same thing over and over again, which is insanity, and they're not getting the good results from it and shit like that, thinking that they is. Or whether they is standing still and things of that nature, and their mind is running off of miles an hour, so they're not making the decision to get their fire up their ass and get off the couch like Beavis and Butthead, so they're physically stale. No matter the case may be, whether you see them moving around or physically stale, you're able to see where they're stuck spiritually and they ain't moving at all. You see what I'm saying? And that's where I'm talking about how you see. And it ain't necessarily seeing what you think you're going to see. And that's when you go into something with expectations, and that's the route to the devil, or to separation, or your subjectivity into thinking that you are observing something that's just something that you got a hand-me-down concept of. You know what I'm saying? So you got a peep game on that too. And this is how you could kind of read people's characters and look them, they're like dead in their goddamn soul and shit like that, no matter whatever the fuck they putting in front of themselves, what they claiming as power, or whatever they claiming as a circumstance or a situation to feel good about themselves based off what they lack spiritually. Because when you got something spiritually, goddamn it, it feel like this, it look like this, it don't look like nothing else. You know what I'm saying? It don't look like nothing else. It don't feel like nothing else. I don't give a fuck what you bought. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what you got. It's bullshit. And a motherfucker like me will come around and tell you it's bullshit and make you feel like it's bullshit. And you'll have $1 billion in your pocket and feel like it's bullshit. Because it start with a B. Can't spell $1 billion without the bull. No, without the B. Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with money, though. Ain't nothing wrong with money. I'm going to tell you that right now. Ain't nothing wrong with no motherfucking money and shit like that. Don't let it get the best of you, though. Don't let it become who you think you are. You ain't shit. Always remember that. You ain't shit. You could come out the nutsacks of somebody named Michael Jordan too. So you need to know you ain't shit. And when you can start building your goddamn character and your quality up, goddamn it, you can have $1 million in your goddamn lap, goddamn it. You ain't gonna hurt nobody with it. You ain't gonna hurt your damn self with it. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, anything else is for the birds. And all that hating shit is for the motherfucking birds. Because we know how to compare and contrast what's common sense in the world and what's not. We know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's mamas, aunties, uncles, siblings, friends, co-workers, whatever the case may be, relationships, partners, know the difference. You know what I'm saying? And we know how to spring back with an early seed planted and where something negative may come from. And that's one thing all spirit got access to and supposed to take responsibility for yourself and others, and whoever don't choose to participate with that, they ain't with God anyway. That ain't for you to worry about. Even if they doing something to you, it ain't for you to worry about. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself in a healthy circumstance spiritually. You don't let nobody make you them. No matter if it's your family, friends, associates, co-workers, however the case may be, you don't let nobody make you them. And that puts you in the right circumstance. You know what I'm saying? AKA, you right with God. You right with the great spirit. That's what you want to be. You always going to be expanding. You know, you might be like, what do that lead to? What do that lead? It leads to creativity. You know what I'm saying? That creativity leading you to shaping your body for it to look more like how God and goddesses want you to have it. You know what I'm saying? The great spirit. And it makes you always the go-to individuals when other individuals lack creativity in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? That's what it gets you. That should be something you should be appreciating, because that'd be the only things that y'all motherfuckers be looking for in this goddamn world. Some motherfucking assistance to piggyback on your motherfucking creativity. So obviously, that's the first thing that we all looking for in this motherfucking shit. So that's what you should be working on. That's your back pockety energy. You know what I'm saying? That should be the only motherfucking thing. Anything else is for the motherfucking birds. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And then put you in some type of situation. And I'm going to say they. You'll put yourself into some type of situation where you get far away from that. Now, anything that you was doing to put you in that position in the first place, you no longer inspired to do it. See what I'm saying? That goes for you musicians too. You know, look how much y'all not inspired no more to be in the goddamn studio and think y'all want to be YouTubers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Motherfuckers like me put energy and shit like this to make this look like something possible, to leave whatever the fuck you doing, to jump on and start motherfucking doing. And that took no money. That took no money. You know what I said? That took no money at all. So, motherfucker, you need to understand that's where it counts. And that's what makes you powerful, to the point that motherfuckers like me is running the industry. Y'all need to understand that shit. That's the most powerful shit you could ever do. Other than that, anything else is for the motherfucking birds. You build cultures in this motherfucker shit. You create worlds. And that's how the natives look at it. It wouldn't be no world without the motherfucking natives. How you think you in the world to feel something? All right, love, hate, prosperity. That these feelings have to be created for you can even be inside of something and be like, I'm in a world or atmosphere and an environment. You know what I'm saying? That has to be created. I create these things. That's what I mean. Create environments, create atmospheres, create environments. I'm showing y'all how to do that on a small scale. Protect the land. It wouldn't be no land without that. You wouldn't know what love is without somebody like me. You wouldn't know what hate is. You know what I'm saying? This is true spirituality. Where you know you make the atmosphere and the environment. And you produce whatever we call as water. What the fuck you think influence is? You know what I'm saying? So that's a practitioner energy. That needs to be treated delicately and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? That ain't made up for no goddamn role model or no goddamn none of that shit. It's just a concept. It's a mechanism of how we come here. So that builds attraction. And this is what everybody going to give attention to. No matter what. No matter the manipulation. No matter the technology. No matter the reprobate. No matter the mental illness. No matter the slowness. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to understand that shit. This is what create the world. Your vibe. Not no synthetic version that y'all learning in Google books. Your vibe itself, your stimuli that create for you to even have a healthy atmosphere to be, for anybody to be in your environment. Or for anybody to want to take from your environment. Or for anybody to want to see your environment from a distance and take pieces from it and be like, this is something good that I can utilize my own. You know what I'm saying? That's where it come from. You're seeing that on a micro scale. That's how the world is created. There is no other world how the world is created. There is no other way. You know what I'm saying? So that is the great spirit. I don't even know what anybody else is following. Y'all can't be following nothing superior. You know what I'm saying? Because anything superior, I'll let you know what made superior things in this world before you turned 18 and started to create retardedness. You know what I'm saying? That goes for everybody. How y'all dealing with y'all relationships, y'all circumstances, even going down to the goddamn trolls. You need to have something better to do with your motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no goddamn sense. This is why you have to be on channels like mine, and you don't have no common sense to be able to hear talk like this, but we'll be able to get online and hear slick talk of how I talk a little bit, so we actually compare. We already know how to compare and contrast. Oh, these the same individuals who be watching Dolo. You don't have no knowledge. So all you know how to do is pick enemies, try to make people enemies. That's all you know how to do. So that's a form of a lack. You lack something. I say you should look more into that. Look more into what you lack. Don't look more into covering up and cosplaying. You know what I'm saying? Look more into what you lack. What are you lacking creative-wise that you can't get online and inspire people to do or inspire people to hate? Get into that. You need to get more into yourself. You being into yourself and maybe formulating it in the back of a job and you thinking it's that is not it. Because I hear a lot of y'all music. It's trash. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of y'all shit is copying, it's cosplaying. So you ain't about to sit here and tell me you reading some book or y'all got some knowledge somebody else don't got either. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to sit here and do that shit either. I'm gonna keep that 100. I'm gonna keep that 100. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You ain't about to tell me you got some intelligence somebody don't got either. So I don't even know why y'all show y'all hand like that. If y'all want to feel good and feel intelligent about something, y'all know some secrets somebody don't know. Being in secret is the best way to be about it. You know what I'm saying? Doing too much of anything makes something fail. You can't just be doing too much. And you're like piece by piece. That's common sense. That's morality for whatever anything is. You know what I'm saying? You can watch too much damn TV. You can drink too much damn water. So whatever circumstance you in, is always going to be a level of self-reflective behind it. And a person don't necessarily always have to know the specifics, but just the characteristics of themselves. Somewhere down the line, someone exposing their hands too much and things of that nature, or just doing too much, or talking too much, or saying too much, or just doing too much of something. You know what I'm saying? Where it doesn't have to be that much. You know what I'm saying? So that's an issue morally, other than whatever's being duplicated, coped around to use as a form of false intelligence to make it seem like it makes sense in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the teacher. You know what I'm saying? We need to understand that. You know what I'm saying? That's orator skills. No, I say that's orator skills. I don't have to waste my time changing people's minds. I got my mind. You know what I said? So other people want my mind. Yeah, that's it. That's how I go. You know what I said? Don't work no other way. Never work another way. You know what I'm saying? People be wanting God's mind right now. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see representations of God's children on earth. People want other people's mind. They only gonna want God's children's mind. So they've been taking native skulls for the beginning of time and all kind of shit, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You want to get things out of you and stuff. Hey, let's troll. Let's get something out of them. You know, so let's cause an emotion. Oh, we get that monster inside and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a failure. That's a lacking of something. Not a replacing and a coping of, oh, I'm more intelligent because I'm in a lacking position. No, don't work that way. The world is created how I said. That's how the world created. Without people like me, the world wouldn't go around. So that's it. It wouldn't be no reason to be paying no money. It wouldn't be no reason to be having something. It wouldn't be no YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Without content creators, wouldn't be no YouTube. I say you gotta keep it, you know what I'm saying? Keep it 100. I make people from the hood feel like they could be somebody, still in their street clothes. You know what I'm saying? You can clean up a little bit, but like I said, it's still in your street clothes. Smoking and all. Can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that if you ain't got God's gift. You can't do it. And that's all you can be is jealous. That's all you can be. You can't be nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And I know that hurt. That hurt. Hurt people. We could go through history, see a lot of things in books. People hurting people. Tied up 2 points together. Whoever be trolling people must be part of the same circumstance. You see how that works out, how the medicine, man, you put things together, you can flip a card or two of things of that nature, encapsulate a group of spirits and put them in one little box and be like, it's about nothing. I say it's like about nothing. Like I say, it really ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to real life, real circumstances, real rituals, real practices and stuff like that, we have to understand what these things actually mean. It's about being tapped in. And it don't mean watching another person. It don't mean watching your neighbors. It mean your neighbor watching you, seeing what the fuck is you doing weird in your backyard every day. You know what I'm saying? Now, you ain't supposed to give a fuck about what your neighbor thinking about. You supposed to be like, I'm doing what the fuck I do based upon this is more important because I'm doing something more superior, right? Something that the small mind may not be able to understand. You know what I'm saying? But based upon my level of understanding, you know what I'm saying? It got you watching. It don't got me watching you. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, that's you got to look at that in every concept, every constant. You know what I'm saying? You ain't hiding nothing from nobody because what you doing is greater than whatever a fucking flunky human mind could be even thinking about for you to even feel uncomfortable because they judging you. And what the fuck they talking about? They don't know nothing about life. You know what I'm saying? You can have good, healthy common sense. You can know how to stimulate good attraction. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to look at things and demonize it because of something you may lack. You put yourself in a healthy situation in your mind. You know what I'm saying? That creates more peace in the world. You gotta think about that. You know what I'm saying? Whoever created even the little weird situation on YouTube said they even think trolling means something or something like that. That's somebody trying to get their rocks off. So a lot of y'all who, I ain't never went to college or whatever the case may be, but I'm pretty sure when I say get your rocks off, a lot of y'all who been in college know what I'm talking about. So a lot of people who's getting their rocks off was football jocks or people in these fraternities and shit like that, right? So it's the same energy, right? Still some form of racism or somebody in the military or something like that, right? Other than that, the average individual ain't invested into that unless they making money online. So they gonna be the first person that want to show their face, get you on their page too, and things of that nature, and actually have an adult conversation. And they probably even express they was doing that to you just to get your attention. Other than that, anything else is synthetic. We know how to compare and contrast. Everybody know how to compare and contrast. You know what I'm saying? I'm the father of this land. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it like that. When good, healthy common sense come out, it's something you can't stop, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? One mind spark, two mind spark, three mind spark, four mind spark is unstoppable. That's that esoteric hotel where everybody spiritually be like, oh, we shake hands, stuff like that, boom. Then come back on earth and play stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just play stupid for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Play stupid for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, this ain't shit. This is retarded. And everybody retarded in some way, shape, or form. We know that though. Don't we know that? We know that. We know everybody retarded in some way, shape, or form, and it gets real weird in the goddamn esoteric world to the point that it ain't esoteric. It's really reality. Esoteric is just when everybody be in their mind. That's it, and that's it. If something in your mind ain't got nothing to do with reality, we know how to compare and contrast real good, because that's how God made it. It got to be a little mechanism. Got to be a little mechanism to it. Got to be a little sophistication to it and stuff like that. Got to be some attraction to it too. We got to be attracted to it, or what made you attracted to that goddamn apple tree? You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it and shit like that. Can't be selfish. You can't be somebody like, I ain't attractive, but I'm gonna get everything I'm attracted to. Wow. So you ain't gonna sit somewhere and try to build some attractiveness? You know what I'm saying? What kind of shit is that? We gotta look simple. Things is real simple. We don't make things more deeper than what it actually is. We gotta think real clear, think real simple and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This is why so much mental illness in the world, la land stuff in the world. People, when it comes to their relationships, is flunked out in the world and things of that nature. Even though that's dying out, that died out a little bit. Feminism, red pill. Everybody trying to find something else to talk about. You know what I think? I think everybody went through that stuff. See, the things I speak is with stuff people go through in real life that they probably don't want to choose to speak. But I think everybody all the way to God.gov went through that little situation I broke down 2 days ago. Everybody about to sit back and have this self-realization and be like, what the fuck am I actually doing? Like whatever you thought you was doing, it meant something different than what it now mean, and you still got to do it. But everybody went through this situation like, oh, what the fuck am I actually doing? Like, what am I doing? And what does this mean? You know what I'm saying? Everybody went through that, and I seen it. I seen it through the algorithm. I seen it through the algorithm. Everybody, red pill switched up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Red pill, like, let me talk about business a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Religious people like, man, let me not debate about it right now. Let me talk about something else about it. I seen it. Like, oh, so I seen it. God coming back. God here a little bit. The Great Spirit back. I say, because ain't nobody gonna be retarded when the Great Spirit back. Great Spirit got common sense. The Great Spirit ain't retarded. So when the Great Spirit come and then floating around, everybody get common sense and shit. When everybody retarded, that's another fart cloud spirit. I don't know what the retarded spirit come from. Like, that's another thing. That's a whole nother thing. Like, y'all don't be understanding, though. Like, y'all don't see it that way, though. Y'all want to think I'm talking crazy. Okay, cool. Y'all want to think I'm just some storytelling retarded person or something like that. A drunk. No, I'm not a drunk. I slowed that down. You know, all that shit. I said it's cool. Y'all probably want to believe certain people who be in a chat that's trolling, that want to create narrative, which nobody in their right mind knows. We all got that esoteric hotel. But at the same time, just that. I said we gotta separate buildings. So we don't have to walk through certain doors. You know what I'm saying? We got our own door system to walk through and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Make our own building and shit like that. Ain't got time for all that weirdo shit and things of that nature. You know? This is why the Super Bowl was trash. You know what I'm saying? The Super Bowl could have been good if we was in another shift. But based upon all the weirdness being dumped on us and stuff like that, we're more invested in this. So anything that we see that probably would have been dope ain't dope to us, even if it is dope. But nope, it ain't dope. Nope. You know what I'm saying? Nope. All of this come with it. All of this come with doing too much of something. All of this just come with it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? All the way to Samuel L. Jackson. He's now seen as a retard because his people expected him to know he was Uncle Sam. Not him being up there and being a good sport or something like that. No, you supposed to know that's what you were supposed to be doing and why you ain't no voice for your people. We in that type of shift. We ain't in no shift where if people would have left people alone, especially people online and stuff like that, we wouldn't even be thinking like that. We'd be just thinking like, oh, that's dope. Uncle Sam. We fucks with Uncle Sam. Even though we getting taxed, who cares? You know what I'm saying? We've been all in that same energy and shit. Now we on some other energy and shit, like looking at other content creators and shit like that, getting shadow banned. So we like, oh, this must be important. And now we start to put the pieces together. So it's like, oh, so it's that petty? We in a world full of pettiness? That's petty as hell. You know what I'm saying? We in some petty shit. That don't really mean nothing. Or don't amount to nothing. You know what I'm saying? I like to look at things in its natural context. I don't like to look at things in a small lens, a selfish lens, just for me lens. It ain't about me. Because I think about the Great Spirit. I think about God. You know what I'm saying? And anyone who think about that, that's the person I'm thinking about. That's the person I'm trying to help. And can't nobody tell me when I started my channel, that ain't what I started doing. Everybody was eating. I helped everybody out. And then I was a fool. Nobody want to be no fool either. Nobody want to just be waking up every day to realize you shouting out 70% of retard made up people. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. That's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? That to a native, you probably could continue to do that to retarded people, but that's a real thing. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? And I got to still be the one up here helping people with mental health and shit like that. And so, man, can't no other culture tell me shit then. Can't no other culture tell me shit. I look at this as a failure of America. That all that psyop shit, and then I'm still the coldest one. And I'm still up here helping people mind and shit like that. And I'm the last Mohican. Literally, like that's the fact. Literally, the last Mohican, like literally a native, and literally everybody who was conscious teaching online is gone. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get everybody like that. They trying to get me like that, just trying to like replace me with a bunch of fake me's and stuff like that. But I ain't no retard, so I don't be committing crimes and doing dumb shit and easily psyoped out because I got kinship. See that's a little the thing y'all separate with. You know what I'm saying? It goes into little shit. Little shit how I kind of see y'all other ethnicities in. Y'all will have to even like let's see, even you even make videos. Y'all have to pay for a music video. That already gets you lost into the sauce and already up to disappear. And sometimes they don't do that to y'all because y'all not natives. They do that to us natives, stuff like that. I don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I got somebody right in the family, somebody around me already. Go ahead and hold the camera. You know what I'm saying? We already know the deal. We already know that's it. Without us, that's it. You know what I'm saying? There's only a little bit of us. You know what I'm saying? So that we gotta be the one. Shit, you don't even like to be on camera and shit. I got leading for my people. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. We do shit in real life. On camera, there's some other shit. You know what I'm saying? But I see now you can't even be successful in the Americana world if you don't do their ways. You could be, if you got another culture, you could just be doing what you doing and not knowing you're rubbing somebody the wrong way, especially if they in some type of powerful position. That's why y'all see me getting trolled so much. So just me who I am is, I guess, a threat to them in some way, shape, or form. But yet y'all gonna see them support all the goddamn weird shit that y'all swear up and down. Y'all thought we ain't about that as Americans. Like swear up and down, like you like, wait a minute, we ain't about that. I swear that ain't in the Bible. Like you're like, no, I'm sad, but then you'll be like, and then when you try it, then that make you start thinking and stuff like that. And then you start realizing, oh, I'm supposed to be a person that's getting something told to, but I'm not treated that way. No, I say you start looking at it like that and things of that nature. Like for an example, right? Whatever you see on television, cartoons, movies, or whatever the case may be, okay, you're the people, right? But yet you're the threat too. So it's weird. That's kind of weird. That's why I tell everybody right now, you just look at those things. You know what I'm saying? You weird. It's weird. You had a news channel, like you will get online. You had a news channel, feel like they're promoting to you, and then you will get online and the same people do psyops on you. This is how they do everybody's mothers and auntie, everybody online. Like we the people. So I don't get the synthetic world being created. It's not real. That's what makes it not real. You know what I'm saying? And for everybody to actually see it. It's like, what do y'all want to do? Is y'all want to talk to us or at us? What are y'all doing? I don't get it. You want to talk to us or at us? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't necessarily get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of hearing about it even in the hood and shit like that. Like you'll go to the hood, like you hear other people. Said that they'd be the same people, be like, okay, I'm watching this, and then I get online, it's the same thing. Like, is they talking to us or at us? Which one is they doing? And people, mothers and shit, people logical. You know, I get along with everybody, everybody's mama and stuff like. I get along with everybody and stuff like that. You know, I don't say no matter your ethnicity, culture. That let me know I'm from a peaceful background, peaceful spiritual backgrounds, and stuff like that, and things like that. But you, even when it comes to with the immigrants, a lot of immigrants, especially when it comes to Somalians, because I'm in Ohio, it's weird because when you listen to an actual immigrant, like when you listen to them, right, they don't speak like it's a problem. Like y'all know how y'all get on the news and it'd be like, oh, immigrants getting attacked and immigrants ain't supposed to be here, and then you hear other people putting all immigrants in a scammer, which a lot of them are scammers, but there's context to it, right? because they feel like they're allowed. Like every immigrant I talk to start breaking down how they mother a college teacher, how, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's something like when you talk to an actual immigrant, not online. Online is some synthetic shit. That's why y'all don't see me talking about a bunch of shit, because it ain't real online when you be in real life. So online, I just get on, just like this is my leisure time when I'm not doing shit, exercising, making music, in real life doing these things to train me up to have my mind that I got. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, then I got responsibility. I got responsibilities. So, like, what are we talking about? Like, this troll shit is retarded and things of that nature. But it get kind of weird because you can kind of see the little difference. Well, I had another point too. What's my point? No, go back. How? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but there's context, right? Oh yeah, immigrant. That's what I'm talking about. I almost forgot about the immigrants. So yeah, when you talk to an actual immigrant, right? They don't necessarily be talking like, "Oh, we forced ourselves to come here and yeah, we about to scam y'all." They don't. That don't be the conversation and shit like that. It'd be straight up, they was allowed, and then these same immigrants is not getting taken away nowhere. So, and then it's not even that type of situation. They're already in people's neighborhoods and no. So I be questioning shit online like it's half of that shit real. When y'all be seeing like immigrants getting deported and they be saying like 300 immigrants deported, like where? Not nobody real areas. So I don't even know, that might be AI, but like for real though, like, but that's some, when you talk to an actual immigrant in real life, it do not be those conversations that people be seeing on TV. It do not. Like half of the immigrants I know got license, right? So they've been here. Like I don't get it. Like what are we talking about? Like they got license, work at McDonald's. Like I don't get it. What are we so these people ain't nobody coming to get these people and taking these people away. So what immigrants are we talking about? And if we talking about some new immigrants or whatever the case may be, that was allowed. But I don't know. I don't even. That's why I don't talk about stuff. I'd rather not even talk about stuff. I'd rather not even talk about stuff. But at the same time, you gotta really like think at times and stuff like that. In real life, these conversations don't be online. I don't be hearing no immigrants in real life. How these immigrants be online talking about Jamaica and Niga and all this stuff. Even when how they be going against African Americans and FBAs and stuff like that. I don't hear that. They don't be giving a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying? That like they know they came over here and why and how, and it's the normal thing. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And a lot of times we rock their households to sleep because they got the houses to themselves and shit like that. Things based off a check or something like that. So that pretty much be it. You know what I'm saying? They got some lower paying rent in the apartment complexes, especially in Columbus. You know what I'm saying? They wrap it in all the goddamn apartment complexes and goddamn ghettos. They everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Not just them, everywhere. There's a lot of jihads and stuff like that. They're just a little cheaper. You know what I'm saying, for them. So I be thinking like, hold on, wait a minute. So what's going on here and stuff like that. But I never questioned it until I got on, heard certain things on the news or get online and certain things be an algorithm. And then there's like a mass problem and a mass issue. And there's a lot of immigrants upset too and some type of energy like, yeah, I'm gonna scam y'all shit. Because I don't get jiggy with y'all shit and things like that. I don't hear that. Like I hear that online. So I can be mistaken, but these people be quick to say, my mother worked at this college. That's how we hear stuff like that or this that. They always say something. It always be something like that. It'd be something like that or something like their father was. It's something like that. Some shit that I'm native here that how come I don't never heard of that involved in it? You know what I'm saying? Like it's always something like that. Like I ain't never get access to some shit. It'll always be some shit like that. Like, oh, but then you just gotta add up conversation. Then it'll just come out right and talk about it and stuff. So I'll be curious about these people online sometimes. Like, why are they boasting about it? Because when I see y'all in real life and stuff like that, y'all real peaceful about it. And y'all know that's what y'all doing. Like, y'all know that y'all like that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? But online, it's like another thing. They just go to war on African Americans and stuff like that. Y'all don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what the hell would be going on and shit like that. It'd be crazy as hell shit. But I don't know, man. Y'all flopped out as hell down here. But just wouldn't this come into understanding the holy holies? Right? That's how you can build a culture around that. That's just a sanctuary place, a place for peace and stuff like that. So when you go all out and about, you're not a mistaken person. You know what I'm saying? Where you're mistakenly doing things or you're mistaken things done. You know what I'm saying? Or even to you. You know what I'm saying? You're a person that's healthy minded or whatever the case. And whatever it is done to you, like you just know what it is or whatever the case. You ain't about to sit there and invest your mind state in it because that take you away from your creativity. Like once again, the example, all you rappers and stuff. Think about the space that you in that once upon a time you couldn't wait to go to the studio and now you rather not until you get that check or something like that, or whatever you feel like you getting used and abused and you ain't getting your value or something like that, then that'd be the whole reason for you to not be in that same energy of what got you in that position in the first place. So this is good. I'm talking about that. Where is that? Those qualities. Y'all lack those. Everybody's lacking those qualities. Y'all got to duplicate those again somewhere. Y'all getting too misplaced. Y'all say y'all getting too misplaced. Y'all, even when it comes to y'all rappers, drop a song first before y'all start talking shit. When y'all start talking shit, make a song. So when you start talking shit, you already got the song out. Not you talking shit. Oh, we know you trying to drop a song. We know you trying to drop an album. All right, that's what make it weak. See, that's what I'm saying. I think y'all letting y'all handlers that's not talented or somebody around y'all, family members or some, y'all got a handler or something, whether it's part of God.gov or y'all family or something like that, that friends, people y'all grew up with that's retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to start getting entwined with nature. You'll start to get in sync with things. You know what I'm saying? Duh, that's expectation. That lower values a little bit. Sometimes you got to let things hang. Let something hang. And when you put things to it, sauce to it, it add more value to it. So just imagine you drop the mixtape, then drop what you was about to do as a troll. Right? It add more value to what you did. So you have more grace. So even if we do say you was trying to get attention, you could say something like this, because I'm trying to get y'all to hear my music, but you flip it. It ain't what we do, it's how we do it. So we all doing the same thing, but you flip the troll. We give you grace. Because you could say something like, I put the music out and y'all wasn't hearing it. That's equilibrium energy other than the polarization. So a person will have to question themselves different than questioning the person that did the same thing you did, but they did the trolling first, then drop the album or the shit. So when they want some grace, we ain't gonna give it because we're gonna be like, you only did that for goddamn the check, or you only did that for our attention. You don't have to have the equilibrium sentiment that we only could put words around, that really the words matter none. The words will probably be like, man, I put the record out though. Y'all, or girl, I put the record out. Y'all ain't hear it. Male or female and shit like that. So those just the words behind an energy that's an experience that all spirits got access to, that no matter the language, anybody will be able to feel jumping in that spiritual space and buy your shit. And be like, well, yeah, that is right. This is a hidden gem. And they had to do that to do this because of what we in right now. And we had to compare and contrast. You'll be that gold. You turn it into gold. Know what I'm saying? That's gold right there. That's how you turn something into gold. You know, so you don't get lost and try to compete no weak shit. Don't compete with nothing for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Ain't what we do, is how we do it. And this motherfucker shit. So for the most part, it's just about transmuting it. But a lot of y'all so distracted, y'all not in that self-pondering time, that magic circle, magic square, magic triangle, get out and go about it and see the results, and you'll see I'm right energy. Y'all don't be in that. You know what I'm saying? To the point, you be like, oh, what I'm getting ready to do don't got that result. Or don't got that like button. Oh, I bet not do what Uriel doing because I don't want that type of trolling on my shit. Or like, you're like, it ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about that. You never know what can happen. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you just got to put yourself into a proper situation where you understand that grace and that equilibrium matters more. So even when you do have to participate in this evil world, right? At least you will have that grace. You have God grace with you. And all spirits is trying to be in search for God anyway, trying to be in search for the great spirit. So that's another example of it. Any spirit, no matter the language, will be able to feel you other than the other spirit doing the same thing, but the how was different. And how they did it, they wanted to do the troll and jump on a table and dance like Bobby Smurder, or jump through through a table like goddamn Boot Gang and then goddamn drop their album. Instead of them dropping an album and then seeing it being bullshit in the world, then kind of participating with the world, aka not being of it, not being in it, and hating of it. So goddamn, when you do it, you get the grace. You get the grace. And you even show whoever was going to sign you how to be better people, what to look for, better representations to build on for their goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you're supposed to participate in shit like that and things. That's how you get the little grace. A person to be like, oh, I understand. Whatever the other person did, yeah, we clearly understand it. And that's the point of it. We clearly understand you just did it to sell records. You know what I'm saying? The other person did it. Oh, we clearly understand, but we understand the sentiment behind it. You had to do that so we can look at your shit so you can sell some records. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. And that's it. And then hopefully that type of energy itself can start to dissolve. And we don't got to participate with just that. It's just we in an evil world at the moment. Sometimes it's dog eat dog world. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's cutthroat. That's what you're going through when you're experiencing cutthroat shit and you having to participate and even having to build energy around it, thinking that it's an intelligent thing to do just to survive. You know what I'm saying? But this is the world we in at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever get that fucked up. But at the same time, you want to keep your spiritual healthy. You keep your spirit healthy. That's what I'm talking about. That's always what you want to pay attention to. And you'll always have that grace. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you be the esoteric medicine man, medicine woman. Knowing how to see your way. Even if in the physical, it may not be that way. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say what may happen? And who's to say that's even something that you're supposed to be in and you not being protected anyway because God sees something better for you. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need to understand. Anything else, you separated from nature. You don't know nothing about life and nothing with the bird trying to tell you on the windowsill. You need a written word or a letter or something like that to tell you what the fuck is going on, where this energy I'm speaking about will inspire you to make a word. It will inspire you to make a language. You know what I'm saying? You start talking in tongue and start talking all kind of shit like that and put meanings behind it. Everybody will want to say that. And that'll be a sentence everybody remember. You know what I'm saying? God damn it, you better motherfucker believe it. That's motherfucking shit. But you want to reach spiritual heights and space like that, expansions like that. You don't want to be confined because you will be lacking being able to have the ability to stimulate attraction. And once you don't know how to stimulate attraction and things of that nature, then whatever you're trying to do to be in search of, that's going to be a form of lostness. And when you ain't got attraction, first thing you're going to be in search of is attention. And therefore, if you had attraction, wouldn't have to be in search for it. And attraction goes beyond the physical. So get out of the holy. Get into the holy holies. Listen to the holy ones. It'll let you see where attraction at beyond the damn physical, where it wouldn't even be that. It's the cloud before it become the water. If the water is attractive, you need to go search the holy holies where the cloud and see how the cloud moves. Therefore, if you a piece of water, it don't matter if you a piece of ugly puddle of water and things of that nature. Old duckling. You know what I'm saying? God damn it. People will think you beautiful. They even say your spirit beautiful. You better believe it. And if you're a female, you'll be able to get a man that another even beautiful female won't get and things of that nature. And if you a goddamn Biggie Smalls got Busta Rhymes and shit, goddamn it, Fredro Starr, goddamn it, left toe knuckle kneecap, goddamn it, Sam Onyx whole click. Sticky finger face, eyeball face, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Then for the most part, shit, you still got the baddest bitch on the block and shit like that. Whatever you was in, it was a beautiful circumstance. You created a beautiful atmosphere and an environment that she'd rather be in than other homeboy. Period. You know what I'm saying? And we don't ever see no other results. Though we always just see those mechanisms. We don't see no other type of mechanisms. So you need to pay more attention to that. Take the beauty path. Know what I'm saying? You get retarded and stuff like that and think that got something to do with you looking in the goddamn mirror or you having some goddamn it pretty looking rims or some goddamn shit. You know what I'm saying? And then that's just a perk. That come after the fact. But it don't matter if you're using that to feel something. You're going to be using these things to feel something that these things don't have a feeling. You're going to be unfulfilled. Then you're going to need another thing. Then you just some emotionally dry-hearted individual and shit like that where nothing is going to be fulfilling you and shit like that. You're going to be able to appreciate nothing. And you may have all the things others may appreciate. And you fucking around looking at someone who got nothing like you appreciate their situation and everything that you got. And guess what? You know why? Because they closer to God. No thing. They're a little closer to God. So of course you'll take your millions of dollars or technology or whatever the case may be and stop another person being close to God. F you an evil person. You know what I'm saying? No holy one in a right mind would even think that's a good thing to do or even in existence to even present that. I don't even think the term war is even in my language. So for the most part, even when it comes into, goddamn it, even what they created as Uriel and things of that nature, anti-war, anti-terrorist. So the war, everything is in reverse. You go to war for God, the warrior spirit for God. You go to war for in something inside of you and become the warrior spirit. So you go, I turn into a Super Saiyan every day. You know what I'm saying? So turn into a Super Saiyan every day. Do something to make your body not used to something. When you start getting used to something, a cycle, you have to figure out pockets where you do something that don't got the familiar energy. That create balance somewhere. That balance your hormones out too. You know what I'm saying? That keep your bodies well oiled running machines. And what makes your body, your organs, your mind, your cloud, that condense. So if that's a well oiled running machine, also, guess what that play out as? Comprehension skills, intelligence, being able to be aware, being able to see through things, even if you're not aware of it at the instant. The experiences start to spark your literary history, and it start to remind you of things that you probably went through in previous lifetimes, or it start to remind you of your level of comprehensions that, you know what I'm saying, your level of intelligence is have more access on than someone else and stuff like that. But for the most part, this keeps you in that type of space. So you can't be in other people's minds too much. You can't be in other people's situations too much. You have to be in your own circumstance. Therefore, you know how you get your spirit moving in this esoteric waters and stuff like that. If you don't know how you move, you're going to stay in other people's bubbles and stuff like that, and trying to argue over who's more superior in that bubble and stuff like that. And it has nothing to do with life itself. You know what I'm saying? And how to move. And the way your spirit moves develop influences, which is your mentality, and that plays out through your actions, your organs, to show you that these things is how these things came to be in the first place. So you never lost access to that. So you have to do that right. Your atmosphere and your environment is your mind and your body. So that if you're part of the holy ones, that automatically lets you know when you're working for God, the Great Spirit, okay, that's something outside of you, the atmosphere and the environment. So for the most part, if you know your atmosphere and environment is sick and ill, you need assistance from someone else's atmosphere and environment. So you think that there ain't a situation outside of you that you could participate with, but if your spirit ain't broad enough to understand that aspect, this what makes you self-serving. This what makes you selfish without understanding where that seed come from before someone can even call you selfish or a narc. It come from this seed being separate from God. So you're totally detached from the essence of how you even got here in the first place, and without someone else even being in love, you wouldn't even be here. So you was in some form of participation that somehow along the line, before you became 18, you thought it was a good idea to start separating from based upon self-serving interests. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have to peep game when it comes into the seeds that y'all in that leads into separation of what it means to build attraction. And I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. And if you want attention, build attraction. No matter how you look, the more attractive you are, a person may not even want to look at someone that's attractive because they may not have anything attractive to say out their flunky ass mouth. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, when you put more back pockety in that energy, right, this what makes you understand that. And if you are beautiful, or if you are, goddamn it, however the case, how you may be seen through the lens of a female and shit like that, if you're a man, then for the most part, that's when you're on the beauty, the beauty path as a motherfucking spirit. AKA, you're doing the righteous thing, taking responsibilities anytime you're rotating to the left because you know that you're leaving behind something that you created, becoming aware. So you're being more aware of yourself, and you're being more aware of your emotional intelligence and how you're being reacted and responded to. So you know it's up for you, and it's up to you and your responsibility to craft and carve out the atmosphere and the environment for that energy to maintain, to be a cycle as a well-running, oil-running machine. Period. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing something for God. You're making one of God's organs, goddamn it, just run, and God gonna choose you to be the child. And that's when you actually the chosen one without that word. That's what it looks like. That's what chosen one looks like. You know what I'm saying? Without a goddamn word, without a goddamn synthetic thought form, without a written down manuscript of how to go about it and how to go the wrong way away from God and claim you chosen for all the wrong purposes. You see what I'm saying? And self-serving shit just to be chose to go to hell. You want to be actually in a situation where God know nothing of these words and you're just that actual representation. And when it's needed for you to come back into the flesh, that's when it's needed for you to be the actual representation of what God wants to actually be here. But other than that, it goes no further than that. No technology, no form of money can buy that. You can't buy comprehension. You can't buy intelligence. You can't buy being close to God. You either put the motherfucking work in, and that's it, the end. You see what I'm saying? And God help those who help themselves. So if you help yourself, help God. God gonna help you help God. You're part of the holy ones. You help yourself, help yourself. God gonna help you help yourself straight to hell. And I love all y'all from the motherfucking bottom of my heart. Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mono that Taste Moon. I am the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And I'm gonna put on that.